We can give them a
Yeah.
wealth of knowledge and information, but they are watching what we do far more than what we say. So I do my best to be a dad, a parent, an individual that leads by example. And like you, I love that you said this earlier. The older that you get, the less that you really care what people think. But back to the namesake, my encouragement in that video was I never felt like I fit in, and I never did. And as kids, right, that's the opposite of what we want.
You're,
We want to fit in. We
yeah.
want to be accepted by. We want to
Yeah.
be known as just another one of the guys. And so until I really embrace that and recognize, oh, I am a man of a different spirit. I was never called to fit in, and that's okay. And speaking to you out there right now, if you've got that same sense and you felt like you're a square peg in a round hole, that's okay. Embrace that, be willing to think
Absolutely.
outside the box. And so it's really, we're in such a curious and confusing age of, the rise of AI. Artificial intelligence is transforming our world. I resisted
Sure.
it personally for many years, Carlene. And then I recognize, I've got to embrace it to a degree. You're going to get left behind. It's a great tool. I think people are quickly becoming too codependent upon it. They're leaning too much into it. It's ruining a lot of the human interaction and the human communication and connection. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's like money. It's a tool, right? It can be used for good or evil purposes. So, how are we adapting? You've got to get really good as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, is anybody who's going to be an out of the box thinker to pivot and to adapt and to be willing to reinvent yourself, right? I talked about my
Yeah.
2021 debacle, and it was another rebirth
Exactly.
for me. It was a death and a rebirth. It was a phoenix
Precisely.
rising from the ashes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's true. Yeah. AI was just talking with another person. Let me see, he's going to be a guest in June, and he does AI and networking and stuff, and really he agreed with me. It's like AI is just like Photoshop 2.0, really. I mean, look at what happened when you might be a little bit young to remember when Photoshop came in. Photoshop came in the early '80s, I think. No, I think it had to be more toward the '90s because the internet was still new. Okay.
Mhm.
But what happened was, you got Photoshop and you could airbrush and do all kinds of things. And they were people using it for evil, and other people harnessed it. I like to quote Billy Graham there because he got questioned about why he was using the internet. Oh, you're using the devil's tools and stuff. He said, why should the devil have all the good stuff?
That's
You know,
right.
because the Billy Graham ministries have always had the latest technology,
Mm,
and that's how they were able to get their gospel message all over the world, because they weren't afraid to use technology. Because like anything, things are there. Like the internet's there, the digital age is here.